Donald, congratulations. Thank you. And looking forward to having like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So,
good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much. And thank you very much. And politics is tough, and it's many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate very much a transition that's so smooth. It'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Joe.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Opinions Vary. That's Opinions with an A. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we just saw the historic meeting that took place with Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, and former President and President-elect Donald Trump, where they shook hands. Everybody was nice. That fire behind them was really impressive. And this just always, every time I see Joe Biden now, I just know that he wanted Donald Trump to win. I just know it. And we're going to play a video now of more evidence of that, because at Veterans Day, the Veterans Day ceremony the other day, you had Jill Biden completely freezing out Kamala Harris. I think she hates Kamala Harris more than Joe Biden hates Kamala Harris. So let's take a look at that now too.
You ask some, though, Biden's big moment was overshadowed by the palpable iciness between First Lady Jill Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. In a video posted to X, formerly known as Twitter, the First Lady steeled her jaw, kept her sunglasses on, and stared straight ahead during the remarks given by President Biden, seeming to ignore Harris, who was sitting right next to her. Of course, while some commenters suggested that Jill and Harris were simply watching the ceremony in silence, others claimed that the video proved the existence of a long-running grudge match between the First Lady and the VP. These assumptions were only compounded by the fact that Jill warmly greeted Doug Emhoff, Harris's husband, at the event. The two were seen leaning into each other and gabbing away as they waited for the speeches to begin. But as soon as Harris came to take her seat between them, Jill simply stared forward, icing the vice president out. And some online users claim that Jill has acted this way towards Harris before. The rupture between Jill and Harris supposedly began back in 2019 when Harris was running for president and campaigning against Joe Biden. In an early debate, Harris pushed back against Joe over his previous track record of supporting segregationist policies. This seems to have ruffled Jill's feathers. When it was decided that Joe would drop out of the 2024 presidential race, sources told the Daily Mail that Jill was upset about the push for him to step aside. After Joe pivoted to support Harris in her presidential bid, however, Jill begrudgingly followed suit. The First Lady attended some efforts to encourage people to vote for Harris and was behind several voter registration and early voting campaigns. However, it's possible that Jill's support for Harris boiled down to the fact that Harris's campaign was seen as an extension of the Biden presidential legacy. Now that Harris has lost the election, it seems all love has been lost between her and Jill.
Yeah, so you saw that, and I couldn't agree more with the fact that, yes, there is no love lost. I think Jill Biden despises Kamala Harris. Probably does go back to that debate in 2019 when she called out Joe Biden for being a segregationist, which actually he was. So, I mean, it is what it is. But Joe Biden, I don't think could have been more happy sitting there with Donald Trump. He congratulated him, said, welcome back. That beautiful, as I said, fire in the background, blazing away. And he is getting his revenge. I think if he could have had Kamala Harris in the room to have to endure that, I think he would have if he could have had her there. I'm actually surprised he didn't order her to be in the room. He hates her.
He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her.
And you know what? He should. As a politician, you can't get any lower than to do what they did to Joe Biden. They pushed him out the door at the last minute. They let him flounder around for 4 years. Didn't say a word. Nothing. Sticking up for him. Oh, he's sharp as a tack. He runs circles around his staff. You know, he's ready to go out and play, football on Thanksgiving. He's ready for the touch football game. I mean, that's what they were making it sound like. That's how with it and energetic Joe Biden, was. We all know they were lying. And finally, when he got up on that debate stage, they couldn't cover it up anymore. And they did this to themselves. They boxed themselves in. And Joe Biden couldn't endorse Kamala Harris fast enough after he was probably told, we're going to 25th Amendment you or just get out. So as I said before, you can do it the easy way, or we'll show you the hard way. So he couldn't wait to like 30 seconds after he said he wasn't going to run, he endorsed Kamala Harris, basically boxing the Democrats into Kamala Harris. They had nowhere else to go then. They had a hard enough time getting rid of her as the first woman of color with the shot to be president. So they couldn't go that route, number one. And then once the sitting president, who you just shoved out, endorses her, plus all the campaign money that goes with the ticket, they had no choice. They had to ride or die with Kamala Harris, and we all know how that went. So I just find it so amusing now. I have found it amusing how much Biden, I think he can't even hide it. He hates her. He wanted Trump to win. I swear, if I could be a fly on the wall of that voting booth that Joe Biden was in, I wouldn't be surprised if he voted for Trump. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm crazy? Or do you think there's actually some merit to what I'm saying? Are you in between? Or are you all in like I am, that Joe Biden voted for Trump? So let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Continue to follow me at Opinions Vary.